So, good afternoon, everyone. So, let's continue our discussion about determining time period. Okay, so let's have definition of terms. So, exact interest. So, when we say exact interest, it is computed in a 365 days in a year as a time factor denominator. Okay, so when we are asked to get the value of exact interest, our formula is exact interest is equal to number of days of loan all over 365 days. Okay, so do not forget the denominator is 365 days if it is exact interest. Okay po? Kasi we using the actual. Okay po? So ordinary interest. Okay, so it is type of interest wherein the number of days is computed based on 360 days in a year. So it means the denominator is 360 days. So when we are asked to find the ordinary interest, it is equal to the number of days of loan all over 360 days. Okay po? So remember, if the type of interest is not specified in any problem, and the problem will be solved using Banker's rule. So what is Banker's rule? It is actual time using ordinary interest. Okay, again, if there is no indicated or specified in the problem the type of interest, whether it is a ordinary or exact interest, you are going to use the ordinary interest. So Banker's rule is also known as ordinary interest. So again, when we say ordinary interest, the denominator is 360. And for the exact interest, the denominator is 365 days. Okay po? So let's have an example. So on March 23, 2017, Danilo applied for 48,000 pesos loan at 9.5% simple interest. He promised to pay on July 12, 2017. Compute for the interest of the following using A. Actual time exact interest. Letter B. Approximate time exact interest. And letter C. Actual time ordinary interest. And letter D. Approximate time ordinary interest. Okay, so first, let's list down our given. Okay, so we need to always list down our given. So let's have March 23, 2017. So another given is 48,000. Okay, so 9.5. Okay, let's erase this. Yeah, 9.5%. Or if we convert this into decimal, so we have 0.095. Okay, so let's rewrite. Okay, so next is July 17. July 12 rather, 2017. So March 2 is, this is our loan date. Okay, so the 48,000 pesos is the principal amount. So this is the amount where Danilo applying for the loan. Okay, so 9.5% or 0.095 is our rate. And July 12, 2017 is the due date. Okay. Okay. So now, we're going to find let's go back to the problem. We are asked to compute the interest of the loan using the following conditions. So, we are asked to find, okay, I will not longer write to find exact, sorry, it's supposed interest of the loan. Okay, am I right? Let's go back to the problem. Yeah, we're going to compute the interest of the loan using those conditions. So let's have letter A. So we are asked to compute the interest using the actual time. Okay, and the exact interest. Okay. For the actual time, first let's list down the months. So it starts with March, April, May, June, July. Okay po, again, March, April, May, June, July. So the actual time, so the number of days for the month, March, is we have 31. Okay, so let's try this again. So 31. For the April, we have 30. May, we have 31. June, we have 30. And for July, we have 31. Okay, so the loan date starts with 23. So we have to subtract this to 23. So the answer is 8. Then just copy everything until June. Sorry, this is 30, not 36. Okay, so the due date is July 12. Okay, then add them together. The answer is 111 days. Okay, so for us to get the exact interest, again, our formula is the number of days of loan all over 365. Okay, so the number of days of the loan that we get is 111 over 365. So the answer is 0.330. We round it off into 2 decimal places. So if we convert this into percentage or into rate, so 0.30 is equal to 30%. Okay? So ibig sabihin, the interest of the loan using the actual time is 30%. Again, the exact interest of the loan using the actual time is 30%. Okay po. Next, letter B. So sa letter B, we are asked the condition of approximate. So this is our condition, the approximate time. And again, the exact interest. Again, our formula for the exact interest is equal to number of days of loan all over 365. Okay, so again, let's list down the month. It start with March, April, May, June, and July. So since this is approximate time, we use 30 number of days for each month, for every month, when we are going to get the approximate time. So this is 30, 30, 30, then 30. Then the loan date starts with March 23. So we subtract this to 23. So the answer is 7. Then copy everything until June. Okay, so July, the due date is 12. Then add them together. So the answer is 109 days. Okay po. So if you're asked to get the exact interest using the approximate time, so number of days of the loan is 109 all over 365. Wait, so I will rewrite this. It looks like 0. Okay. So the answer is 0.30. It rounded off into 2 decimal places. So if you convert it into rate or into percentage, it is 30%. Sorry, correction, into rate, not on the percentage. Okay, so 30%. So again, the loan interest, if we are going to use the exact interest using the approximate time, is 30%. Okay, next, letter C. So we are going to use the actual time and the ordinary interest or the banker's rule. Okay, again, if we are asked to get the ordinary interest, our formula is equal to the number of days of loan all over 360 days. 360 number of days. So the actual time, let's go back to the previous solution. The actual time is we have 111 days. So we just write here 111 days. So next, we're going to get the ordinary interest. It is equal to the number of days, which is 111 over 360. So it is equal to 0.31. If we convert it into rate, the answer is, so the answer is 31%. Okay po. So the interest loan of the ordinary interest using the actual time is 31%. Okay, next, letter D, approximate time. And again, ordinary interest. Okay, the approximate time is we have 109 days. Okay, so let's just substitute 109 over 360. So the answer is 0.30. It's already rounded into 2 decimal places. So if you can convert this into percent, into rate, this is equal to 30%. So if we are going to get the ordinary interest of the loan using the approximate time rather, the interest is 30%. Okay po. Okay, so inhale, exhale. Okay. Is it easy, right? Okay, you just have to remember the formula for the exact and or the ordinary interest. Okay. Again, exact interest, the denominator is 365. For the ordinary interest, it is 360. Okay, let's have example number 2. So find the interest on 28,700 at 7.3% from March 14, 2016 to August 16 using the following: actual time, ordinary interest; approximate time, ordinary interest; actual time, exact interest; approximate time, exact interest. Okay. So always write the given first. Okay, so let's list down. So the first one is 28,700 pesos. So that is the principal amount. Okay. So we have 7.3% or 0.073. So this is our rate. So March 14, 2016 is the loan date. Okay. Then August 16, 2016 is the due date. Okay. Okay, so we are asked to find, again, let's go back, the interest. So let's going to get the interest using those conditions. Okay, so let's have letter A. We have the actual time and the ordinary interest. Again, the formula for the ordinary interest is equal to the number of days of loan all over 360 days. Let's go back if it is 360 days. Okay. So 300, pag exact, 365. Okay, so balik tayo sa definition. Okay, pag ordinary, 360. Okay. Okay, just for the class clarification. 360. Okay. So yeah, this is correct. So our actual time, so again, let's list down the month. So it starts at March April, May, June, July, and August. So the actual time for March, we have 31. For April, we have 30. For May, we have 31. June, we have 30. And July and August, we have 31, 31. So the loan date starts with 14. So we have to subtract to 14. So the answer is 17. Then the rest copy until July. Okay. The due date is August 16. So just copy 16. Then add them together. We have 155 number of days. So we just substitute here 155 over 360. So what is your answer? Okay, I already round this into two decimal places, 0.42, or simply 42%. Okay, so listen. So our conclusion is the interest of the principal amount of 28,700 pesos using the ordinary interest of the actual time is 42%. Okay po, so let's have letter B. So the letter B is we are asked to get the approximate time and the ordinary interest. Okay, so again, let's list down everything from the approximate time. So we have March, April, May, June, July, and August. Okay, so all of these are, so we'll just edit, it looks like negative 30. So all of these are 30. Okay, so we use 30 in every month of the year using the approximate time. So it starts with March 14, so we subtract. So the answer is 16. Then the rest just copy until July. So the due date is 16. So copy 16. Then add them together. The answer is 152. 152 days. Okay. So now let's get the ordinary interest. It is equal to 152 days all over 360. Okay. So let's get the quotient. 152 over 360. The answer is 0.42, or simply 42%. So the interest using the ordinary interest using the approximate time is 42%. Again, using the ordinary interest and using the approximate time, the interest of the principal amount is 42%. So let's have letter C. So letter C is we ask for the actual time and exact interest. Okay, so actual time, again, let's go back there. We have 155 number of days. So just write 155 number of days. To get the exact interest, you just have 155 days all over 365. So this is equal to 155 divided by 365. So the answer is 0.42 or 42%. So the exact interest using the actual time is 42%. Now let's find letter D. So the letter D is we are going to use the approximate time and the exact interest. Okay. So the approximate time, so here 152 days. So for us to get the exact interest, we have 152 days all over 365. So let's get the quotient. So the answer is, it's already round off na klasa, 0.42%. So if we are going to use the exact interest using the approximate time of the loan of the 28,700, so the interest rate is 42%. Not 0.42% kasi. This is just 42%. Okay po. Again, let us check. 152 divided by 365. So 0.42. So everything is 42% from the start. Okay. So these are the different interests and different time. So you can choose. So you can know the interest, whether if you're going to use the ordinary interest and the actual time, or vice versa. Ordinary interest and approximate time, exact interest, actual time, exact interest, and approximate time. So thank you for your time. I hope you learned something from me today. So God bless everyone.